Hi there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. Today I'm going to share a project that I was just I had to make this project so I could make another project. And I thought, you know, somebody else might want to know this this project too. So what we're going to do is make a reusable mixing palette, glass mixing palette that can be made for a couple bucks and can be useful for oils, alkyds, acrylics, gouache, any sort of opaque paint. So what I have here is a piece of either cardboard or matboard. I have matboard because I just had a scrap of it. I've got a piece of gray paper. You could also use the back of a watercolor pad or sketchbook that's got, you know, not a sketchbook, but you know the paper pad you finish it up and has a gray cardboard backing. You could just use that instead of this, but I'm using what I have. So anything like that, something sturdy that's got a gray tone to it, or you could even paint some cardboard. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter if it's archival or anything like that. And then you're going to need a piece of picture frame glass. This is just from a very inexpensive 8x10 frame, and I have cut my paper to 8x10 and my mat board to 8x10. And I've got a couple pieces of duct tape here. You can use regular old silver duct tape. I just happen to have some of the fancy patterned duct tape. I have so much from left over from duct tape crafts. And I'm going to slice it down. So I have a 10-inch piece and an 8-inch piece, and I'm just going to slice it down the middle here because I don't need it that thick. And then I've got some little scraps that are smaller, so I could use them in the corners. That way I can have a little extra in the corners if I need it. So what I'm doing is holding them together. You could put a little bit of glue in there if you wanted to, but you really don't want this to be lumpy. I'm going to start on the corners and just kind of fold a piece of tape around the corner to help just give it a little extra. Actually, you know what? I should probably cut this like well, you know what? I know I need to cover the corner. I don't want to not cover the corner like you would if you were doing a book. So yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm going to catch this down with the next duct tape. So if I've got a little extra there, that doesn't matter. I'm just going to wrap a little on each corner. This will be hidden, but I just want to make sure nothing's going to be pokey. And you could always put like a little decorative corner on there later if you want to. But the nice thing about having a gray toned mixing palette is that it will represent your colors accurately. And that's what you want when you are painting. I mean, you don't have to be too fussy with these corners. I just want to get, this is basically for protection. So if we were in a perfect world and I was going to go spend some money and go to a store, I would get tempered glass. It would be more expensive. It would be more than a couple of bucks. Or you go to the thrift store and buy an old glass cutting board. That would work fine. Especially if you could find a frosted glass, you could put like a gray or black paper behind, so you still get that that kind of neutral gray look. But I was just starting another project and I needed something glass to mix on, so that's why I've got this. So I'm gonna do this. I just want the neatest edge to be in, and I can't even tell which side I cut and which side was natural, which side was the natural off the duct tape roll. I'm going to try to keep it fairly uniform without getting my, well, you know what, I might have to stick my head in here, I'm sorry. I'm just like, I want to see, I just want to overlap like 1/4 of an inch. I don't think I need more than that. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it over and fold this to the back. You don't, just be careful you don't run your fingers along the sharp edge, okay? Don't cut your hands off. So we got that one edge done. And you could go over that with a neutral colored tape if you want to. I figured this black and white is pretty neutral. And it's, you know, headed on hand. This is a use what you have project. Nothing wrong with gray duct tape. Certainly not. Again, I'm just going to overlap about 1/4 of the way, but I got to get my head over there so I can see what 1/4 inch is on my little grid. Doesn't have to be beautiful. Okay? Be careful when you're handling those raw edges. You could put a couple layers of the tape too if you're worried about, carefully fold down on the corners. Don't cut your fingers. Again, I'm going to overlap 1/4 of an inch. And I'm going to get my head in there so I can see my markings on my board. And you can admire my French braid. I just washed my, oh my gosh, I did so much gardening. I took a shower, walked the dog, came home, said I needed to do a bunch of gardening. I need to tear out half of my garden because the groundhogs have just like robbed me blind. So I was going to put some different plants in there, which they'll probably also eat. but hope springs eternal. Anyway, when I was done after 3 hours of gardening, I'm telling you what, I was so sweaty. It's like, man, gardening is a workout. I never believed them before I started gardening. I'm like, yes, it certainly is. It might be a little crooked, but that's fine. Just wanted, the most important thing is we make it so we're not gonna cut ourselves. And this last piece, again, second verse, same as the first. I'm gonna overlap 1/4 of an inch on the front. Basically, I just want it to be enough tape on there to keep it secure, but I don't want to lose my working area. You know, I want to keep as much working area as I can. Now, if you went and bought a tempered glass, you could buy a piece of tempered glass and you could have the edges sanded over nice and smooth, and you wouldn't have to do any of this. You could just have the glass on its own if it's thick enough, and that would be fine. But now we've got this beautiful mixing area. It's going to be all ready for us to go. I did clean it before I did this, but my fingers have left all sorts of prints, but it's, you know, pretty sturdy. Obviously, you wouldn't want to go chucking it across the room or like busting it over your knee like a Karate Kid movie, but this is nice and secure. Just fold down any little tape at the corners, and there you go. You have a custom mixing palette, so you'll be able to judge your colors accurately when you mix on this. So I hope you found this little tip helpful. All you need is cardboard, a piece of picture frame glass. You can go to the dollar store and just buy a picture frame. You might even, if it's gray in the back, you might just have to use that. That could be all. Or, you know, go to the thrift store, find yourself or an old glass chessboard would work great for this because it is tempered glass. This is not tempered glass, so I got to be careful and have that on the back. Just be careful if you do this project, but I hope you find it useful because it will make oil paint mixing, acrylic paint mixing, gouache paint mixing a breeze. Thanks for watching this Frugal Friday tip, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye!